plain oatmeal and a tiny dish of preserved pickles. Ryder stirred his bowl listlessly with his spoon. He looked up, winking at the cameraman stationed in the corner. Come on, man, look at how pathetic we are. Can't you talk to the director? Throw us a bone, maybe a piece of chicken? I reached out, grabbed the back of his head, and shoved his face straight down toward the table. Ow! His nose smacked against the rim of the bowl. I let go, reached into my pocket, and pulled out a small plastic bag containing half a cold, hard-boiled egg I had pocketed from the morning buffet. I tossed it into his bowl. Eat, then go patch the hole in the roof. I pointed up at the gap where the night stars were visible. If it's not fixed, you're sleeping on the beach. Ryder looked at the half egg in his oatmeal. He looked up at me, his eyes slightly raw, his cheeks flushing a sudden, deep red. He looked down quickly, scraping his bowl clean, eating every last bite of the oatmeal. Amid the ocean of hate comments on the livestream's chat, a few strange remarks began to slip through. Wait. Why is the player suddenly acting so submissive around the Ice Queen? I picked up my bowl and took a slow, quiet sip. Hurry up, the boards are outside. The next morning, the top trending hashtag on X was #MaveAggressiveLove. Ryder climbed down from the roof with dark circles under his eyes, carrying a hammer. You're seriously looking at your phone right now? My reputation is completely shot because of you. He threw the hammer aside. I locked my phone, ignoring him. Attention, guests, the director's voice boomed over the speakers. Today's challenge is Island Treasure Hunt. Your points will directly determine the quality of your dinner tonight. Daisy's group, head to the East Beach. Maeve's group, head to the West Cliffs. Ryder yelled at the camera, are you serious? The west side is nothing but jagged rocks and sheer cliffs. There isn't even a path. You want us to die out there? The director's voice held a sickening amusement. Ryder, you two are currently public enemy number one. Be glad you're even getting airtime. If you don't like it, pack your bags and pay the $30 million breach of contract fee. Ryder clenched his fists. I walked up to him and pulled a length of climbing rope from my backpack. Stop whining. Give me your hand. He hesitated, then held out his left arm. I tied the safety rope securely around his waist in a double knot, wrapping the other end tightly around my own wrist. Stay close, I said, looking him dead in the eye. If you fall, nobody is coming to save you. The waves crashed violently against the moss-covered rocks. The ground was slick and treacherous. I led the way with steady, practiced steps, while Ryder slipped and stumbled behind me. There's literally nothing out here. What kind of treasure is hidden on a cliffside? Maeve, slow down. Is there a fire? The cameraman struggled behind us, trying to find a stable angle from a distance. Ryder's eyes flickered with an idea. As we reached a steep, muddy slope, he accelerated, catching up and stepping beside me. Hey, Maeve, careful. It's slippery. Let me help you. His voice dropped to a low, husky register as he reached out to wrap an arm around my waist. I saw his hand out of the corner of my eye. I didn't even turn my head. I simply dropped my shoulder, shifting my weight half a step to the left. Ryder's hand grabbed empty air. His foot lost traction on the mud, and he went tumbling down the embankment. Holy shit. He rolled down the slope, landing straight in a deep, stagnant pool of muddy seawater and silt. Splash. Mud flew everywhere. When he finally stopped moving, his designer windbreaker was covered in black slime, and his face was caked with muck. He sat there in the puddle, stunned. Ryder slowly lifted his head. I squatted at the edge of the slope, looking down at him. I pulled a bottle of water from the side pocket of my backpack, unscrewed the cap, and tossed it down. The bottle landed in his lap, splashing water over his chest. Wash your face. You look hideous. Ryder stared at me, his jaw clenched. He opened the bottle, poured water into his palms, and aggressively wiped his face. Muddy water dripped from his chin. When he looked up again, his eyes were bloodshot.